Welcome back to Adventures in Search and Rescue in the mountains of northern New Mexico. This episode, like the preceding ones, is about hiking in those mountains. This one we are going to pick up where we left off last time, which was taking you up to Nambe Lake. So we've come through Wilderness Gate. We're on the Windsor. We have scooted past 403, remembering the advice not to take it. We did not take the trail to the right to go up to Nambe Lake. We continued on to the Windsor. We now cross the Nambe Creek itself. There used to be a bridge there, but it was removed because it was rotten and falling down. And we stay on the Windsor. And the next major trailhead we find, about another mile or so past the creek, is a trail off to the left. It's the 101 trail, and it takes us to La Vega. La Vega is Spanish for the meadow. It's a great hike. There's some relatively steep declines, which will be inclines on the way back, but it's a very nice hike. When you stay on the trail, you'll come to another creek, and there's a man-made bridge, which a number of us put in there several years ago, and you can be careful crossing it, but it's not too difficult. Even I can cross it. You get on the other side. It's a short, steep climb up to Trail 160. When you get up to it, go left, follow it out for half, 3/4 of a mile. It'll take you out to La Vega Meadow, which is a very large meadow. Sometimes there's cattle out there. And again, it's a nice place to stop and have a picnic lunch, enjoy the sun, turn around and come back. And when you come back, you'll be on Trail 160. Now, I mentioned other ways to get to 403, which I'm not recommending. But if you're at La Vega and you enter La Vega from the 101, you'll see a trail marker off to your left front for Trail 160. Now, you can follow it downhill. It's fairly steep, and there's, last time I was on it, was some fairly significant downfall. It takes you down to the Nambe drainage, and here it becomes difficult because you got to cross the drainage. Not that difficult, but you have to find the trailhead for 403, which can be deceptive. If you find it, you can hike back up to the Windsor, up the 403. Again, I don't recommend it, but if you are strong, a good hiker, feel free to do it. We've had a number of missions where people have done that hike and got confused and couldn't find the 403 and tried to hike directly up to the Windsor. And that's very difficult because there's an extreme amount of downfall, and that really becomes exhausting. In any event, instead of taking the 160 down to the 403, when you're at La Vega, you've turned around and you want to come home. So you hike out, and you're on the 160 for a short period of time till it intersects with the 101. Now you can continue on the 160, and it will take you out to the Windsor, further away from where you want to be. But we'll talk about that in another moment or two. So you're at that intersection, you take a right, back down to the Windsor, off the 160, cross the Little Wood Bridge, and then follow the trail all the way back up to the Windsor. When you get to the Windsor, go right, and it'll take you back across the creek, back across the trail to the Nambe, stay on the Windsor, and you'll pass the 403 this time on your right. You've got about 3/10 of a mile to go to Wilderness Gate. When you go to the gate, you go through it, hike downhill, back to the trailhead and your car. It's a lovely hike. It's a good workout. Remember to take gear because the weather does change in the mountains. Till next time.